Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pub Shed. I've done it again. Pub Shed Beer Chat section of Ale and Audio.
You said section, didn't you? Not sex show.
Oh, I thought you nearly said sex show then.
Yeah, I think he nearly did as well. It was that shed bit.
He wants to put his teeth back in. He's struggling.
Yeah.
Hello
Engage
to hello to our YouTube viewers. Hello to our Spotify listeners. Welcome to the Pub Shed and Beer Chat section of the Ale and Audio podcast. With me today, I've got our resident Sheddies. I've got Andy of the Dunning in Stoke. All good.
All good in the hood.
And Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. How are you both doing?
All good.
All good in Shedville.
Good stuff.
We're not only coming in your ears, we're coming in your eyes now. So you've got to deal with it.
What have you been up to at the weekend? Let's start, Andy. Did you get anywhere? You said you were having a quiet one, didn't you? I think.
Yeah, I did have a quiet one. Went and watched Sam play hockey Saturday. Sit chill. Took the bar manager out for one day, and then Sunday decided to take the dog out for a walk down around Trentham Gardens. I didn't realise how muddy it was. I ended up bathing the dog when I got in. That was fun. He loves the hairdryer though. I think he has these. He thinks he's like Beyonce. I think with it's like the wind blowing through his hair. He's like
all the single doggies.
I was soaked twice, once from walking and twice from washing the dog in the bath. Because everybody knows who's got a dog. They don't like staying in the bath when they're fully soaking wet, do they? They just like take the minuscule opportunity to straight out shake everywhere. So that was fun. And then Sunday roast in bed, ready for work. That was how it went.
Very nice. Sounds like a good one. Dave, yourself, what did you get up to?
Standard Friday 4, down to Pinot's, couple of beers at 4 o'clock. And then I had work early Saturday morning. So Saturday morning was a write-off. But then Saturday night was Oktoberfest party at the Hardy Arms.
Yes. How did that go?
I think it went all right.
Do you remember much?
No. Well, no, not really.
There's a lovely picture of you and Littlin and Ava. Yeah.
It was that. The bar was an absolute fucking mess when I come into it Sunday morning. You know, when you've just got glasses everywhere. There was just glasses everywhere. It looked like somebody just set a bomb off in it. It was disgusting. So, gut it, re-clean it all again.
Is your bunting still up?
My bunting's still up. Yeah, it's up here. And then Sunday was football day, wasn't it? For 12 o'clock kickoff for us Leicester fans. So we watched that and had a few beers and celebrated another good win.
All right.
Don't talk about wins in the championship, Dave.
Can you talk? I didn't see your result this weekend, Andy.
Oh, we won in the last minute. We were 2-0 down as well. Usually in this part, we were. I mean, let's face it. There was people out there, those fickle operators out in the football world. If it's going good, it's like the best thing ever. If it's going slightly bad, it's the worst thing since the plague. Like there's them counter opposite people, isn't there? And people were asking like, can you sack a manager like midway through a game? And they were 2-0 down, and we have been playing rubbish. And the goals we conceded were rubbish, but you can't argue with a 3-2 victory from 2-0 down, can you? Especially with the last minute win. We did it once against Sheffield Wednesday at home on Boxing Day. I think that was the last time they were in the championship, so I'm very looking forward to the next time we play them. Not that I'm guaranteed a win, but this weekend is the first Ale and Audio Pub Shed mini league game. I fancy chances. It's cost the fans £35 each to go to Leicester, so fancy the chances.
Yes, I mean, so that's this weekend, is it? Did you say?
Yeah, that's this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And I'll be there.
You're going to be there. He's going.
Dave's been crying into his pie because he's going to be like,
going.
he's been winning since before I came along.
Well, but anyway, yeah, that's good. I mean, it's all right for your two to talk about football, but I'll tell you what, football for me, it's not good at minute.
No.
Really not good. I'm a very, very sad owl. Yeah, very sad owl. It's not going very well. It's not in all great at all being a Wednesday fan at the minute because we're not really in the news for anything good at the minute. It's not great going really. Apart from they have raised, Sheffield Wednesday fans have raised, I saw it last check today, £17,000 for the Bradley Lowry fundraiser charity, which obviously is a good thing that Wednesday fans have done that following the two lads who, disgraced the club and all that. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, hopefully this time next week we'll be having a chat and I'll be a bit happier because we might have got us first win.
Who are you playing weekend?
We've got West Brom on Tuesday, so people listening on listening Friday.
Yeah, I've just counted that we're playing Southampton, who haven't won in ages. And then one of the weekend. I don't fancy us, but I do fancy us at Leicester.
We are at home. We're back at home at weekend. Do I have to? Huddersfield.
Oh, come on.
Darren Moore, isn't it? Darren Moore. So, yeah. Well, anyway. I did a little Oktoberfest, but just me at missus at weekend. Got me Stein out, big Stein. Craig Johnson commented that it was bigger than my head.
What you saying? It was just a normal pint glass then?
Yeah.
No, it was just really close to the camera.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. Good little night in here. You know what I realised?
Do you know what I said last week in last week's show when I said about the beers, Belgian Beer Company in Stoke? Like when we did Martin Brewery, so they said, you keep an eye out because they do some, like now and again, they'll do a bonus box. I know it's late in the day in Oktoberfest, but I bought an Oktoberfest box of beers for 40 quid for 12 beers, a hat, and some bar paraphernalia to go with it.
Whoa, get your hat on.
All mixed beers. I'll go get my hat. It's lovely, the hat is.
Swap with a hat.
I think the hat was worth the box just without the beer itself. It's a lovely felt option. It's a nice.
Good going. Yeah, nice. Very nice. I like it.
I'll put a post on my Instagram. But yeah, four Hofbrau, 4 Augustinas, 4 Paulinas, and 4. What did we have last week? The beer we had last week that we had from
Paulan.
No, Paulana. There's
Erdinger. Yeah, you had your Erdinger. Yeah.
So 12 beers, box 40 quid.
What beer did you have, Jimbo? What did you have? Any German beer?
I just went to find what I could of the Hofbrau, however you say it.
Hofbrau.
Yeah. And I put it through the physics. It's got to, haven't you?
Yeah,
put nice big bottles. Put them through physics. Yeah, really good.
We had the Oktoberfest, the Spaten Oktoberfest keg, and that Brewdog one, which
Dave loved it. That's what I mean for everybody. This means I'll drink loads of it.
My brother preferred the Brewdog over the Spaten. So that was perfect.
So you can divorce family. I've heard.
We drank that, and I drank the Spaten. So luckily, I think there's like a couple of pints left.
Good.
Well, there we go. But what we're on tonight, though, is something that Andy kindly sent us.
It's been a long time coming, this one.
I know. It's been right at the front of my fridge, along with the other one that I sent us.
When every time you've looked in your fridge, how many times have you thought, I want to drink that right now?
Yeah, every single
time. So obviously, back at the end of summer, I went to Rivington farm trip, and while I was there, I realised that the beer that they'd had brewed for the event, which was on keg line while we were there, but it's my favourite beer style, which is double dry hopped IPA or double dry hopped pale. But this is a collab with Beak, so Rivington Brew Company and Beak, and it's their farm trip 2023. I bought them when we were at the brewery, straight from the farm. Kept them in the cold chain. The only time they were out of the cold chain is while they were in Royal Mail's 24-hour post to get to Dave's before he went on holiday. So I'm hoping the weather wasn't warm then. and I was praying that they would get there in time. It's funny. I've just realised that the side says printed by Belmont Labels. Now, there's a funny story about that. I forgot to mention it at the time when we went to the guy walking around with a lanyard on with like a brewery label on his lanyard. And obviously, you talk to when you've had a few beers, you're like, oh, what brewery do you work for, and sort of what beers, what do you do there, sort of thing. Anyway, I goes to the guy, goes, I'd had a couple of their beers earlier on in the day. I said, I love your beers, by the way. And he says, oh, thanks. I do the labels. I'm like, oh, do you do the labels? He says, yeah. I says, oh, great. It says, so I think it was, who was the brewery Drop Project, something like that. And it was like, oh, I goes, yeah, are you down in London? And he was like, no, I live like over the road. I do all the labels for these guys. And I'm like, hang on a minute, you've got a brewery lanyard on. And he looked down and he went, oh, no, I don't work for them. And he goes, yeah, I have my card. And he worked for Belmont, who do all the printing, like Pat does printing. So he prints all the labels. Doesn't do the artwork for Rivington, but prints all the labels. So funny story, but the guy was quite funny. I think his name was Andy, so that makes sense really, because he's a bit of a special, like most Andys are. But this is a very nice example of really good beer, and obviously there's been a lot of reviews out there said it's really good. I don't have to tell you guys because you can taste it.
So. It's amazing.
The body is so good in it. It's just so flavorful. I mean, you expect it from, you've got Rivington and Beak, two big players now.
Yeah, Beak are the big, they're like the king of haze when it comes to anything hazy beers. And Rivington are really renowned now for like the real hop forward, bold flavors. And who doesn't love a 500ml can of really good beer? 6.8% this is.
It's a big one for a Monday, isn't it?
It is a big one. But yeah, I sent you two, but what makes it the best part of it is obviously during the festival you get free glassware. So I thought I'd share the love and
very good.
Yeah.
So this is the free glassware you got. Did you manage to what did you do? Look around for the ones that had been dropped?
No, because I was there for 3 days.
Oh, of course, you get 3.
Every time I was there, I just walked down with my ticket, and it was like, "There's your glass and your tokens, thanks." So I got 6.
You got 3. I've got 3.
I've got 4 left. I've got 4 glasses left.
Winning.
They're good glasses. I like these shaped glasses.
Who doesn't like a short tumbler? We were on about this the other week when we did the glasses comparison. Like these are ideal. Sam loves these. Sam loves anything short and stumpy.
Hey,
yeah. Then.
I'm referring to the husband.
Oh, you mean his palace?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't saying that, but there you go. Yeah, not that one. Yes. No, but thanks for sending this.
No worries.
Really, really nice.
If you live near that area of the world, so the Rivington Pike near Chorley, near Bolton, go to the tap room. You can't buy their beers online. They don't do that. They buy them in bottle shops. If you find them, you're very lucky if you're in your bottle shop nearby. But if you go to that tap room, become a friend of the tap. It costs you 30 quid for the year. I know that sounds a lot because you probably won't go as a lot. But that one farm trip alone, that trip, I saved by buying tokens. Everything you bought, 10% off. So every time I bought tokens, I was getting 10% off. Every time I bought beer that wasn't so I bought these from the fridge. I bought a box of 12 beers, 10% off. It paid for itself. The tickets for the event were 10% off early. So it's that £30 for the year is well worth it. And then we're saying about bargains and things like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth looking out for. But it's unfortunately they don't have an online shop because they churn through them so good. But
so Rivington don't have an online shop, but obviously
other
wholesalers do.
Yes, which sell them. So they're usually on Fuss Club, aren't they? For example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I'm just confused. Because I was like, I'm sure I bought one off Fuss Club, but yeah.
The hop.
They don't sell themselves.
I noticed the hops in there as well. It's not like the hops that you hear used, like, you know, alongside the more sort of commonly used hops. But all of those 4 are quite not ones that you see used all the time, are they? They're normally ones that complement other hops. I mean, Cashmere CGX. I'm not sure. That must be a variation of the hop. And
yeah, there's different. Obviously, there's like you go all the way from the main hop bud now to all the way through to concentrate type liquids that are from the hop, and I think it's probably one of those where it's at that level. That Lumax is like the one where it's kind of like the really goopy. What you know, like you have like old-fashioned beer making kits with the syrup. Well, that's like kind of what the hops come as. Like they've been concentrated down to make that. They did pallets and they do all those things in the middle in the range, but Yakima, I think. These guys use Yakima hops mainly. And Vic Secret's quite a good one, really, because it adds a real freshness of like grape and like New Zealandy type. There's a hint of lime to it and things like that. So actually the Cashmere gives you all the body and stuff. Like you said, there's really good body to this beer. It gives you that flavour, like oranges and things. And then that last bit just gives it that spike of something else, which is it's really good.
I always thought the Vic Secret hop was just a pair of like ladies' lacy underwear.
Yeah, with a crotch message.
Obviously not. But anyway, this is great.
I honestly never heard of Luminosa. Never heard of that.
I wonder if it means if you turn off all your lights, it glows in the dark. I mean, look at the colour of it. It probably could if you look at the colour of it. It's
look at the colour of that. I mean, I've gone through this quite quickly. Are we opening the other can as well?
Yeah, we'll have the other one. So obviously I bought while I was there. I said to Ben, who owns it, I was like, can I get some beers to take away? And he was like, yeah, sure, of course you can. He says, but I don't want to keep them in my van. Can I get them can you keep them and I'll come and get them? He's like, yeah, great. So they're really nice. They're really accommodating. So I bought 6 of these and 6 You Never Known Fog Like It, which I don't think you guys have ever had. So that's why I bought them, because that's their sort of that's
their staple. That's their headliner.
They always have it.
Yeah.
But when they have it fresh, they have it called Fresh from the Farm Thursdays, when they have the beers hit the shelves or hit the tap. That's when you want to go, mainly because the food vendors are outside as well. So, but yeah, we've got some of them as well.
Very good. Yeah, I'll crack them open when we get this quiz going. Are you good for a quiz?
Dave's ready for a quiz. I think I'm ready for a quiz.
Born ready.
In that case, I better be ready for a quiz. It's the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host, Jimbo, your contestants, Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester.
I do love that photo of me.
it's a classic, isn't it?
I think that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was yours, yeah.
Yeah, so if just a reminder, those people who are listening on Spotify, if you actually want to see some of this, you can go to YouTube and have a look. And likewise, those people on YouTube, you're missing out on all the amazing music that a lot of our listeners have picked. So, yeah, you can get a bit of both. There we go. So it's the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz. You've got your questions and you've got some answers, but you need to work out the answers. I can't do it the other way around. That'd be a good game. But no. We've got
what was the question to this answer?
Yes, I'm sure that's been done before. Yeah, that'd be.
Me and Dave can barely get the answers right. Never mind trying to figure out what the question is.
Jesus Christ, I'm just going home now.
Yeah, I'm off. Bye.
So, my first question then is, and let me get the thing. I nearly gave away an answer there. Realise that this system does not do what I wanted it to do, so never mind.
Other systems are available, but
other systems are available. Yep. So one sec. Here we go. Right. Okay.
Right.
So my first question then is: which football pundit turned up at Brew York last week for a meeting about an exciting new project? Was it A, Jeff Stelling, C, Alex Scott, B Alex Scott, or C Chris Kamara. just keeping you on your toes. Just keeping you on your toes.
You are keeping us on our toes. I think I saw this anyway.
What you saw because I give the answer away, or you saw it on Instagram?
I think I've seen it. I think they had a picture of it behind the bar like that.
Yeah.
And they said, unbelievable was the tagline. So I'm going to go with Chris Kamara.
Chris Kamara for Andy. Dave, had you seen that?
That's who I was going to go with as well.
He's going to go with that as well.
Yeah.
Well done. There you go. It was Chris Kamara.
He's been very poorly, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's is it aspraxia? Is it or dyspraxia? It's where it affects your speech, doesn't it? But I think he's fine. I think it's just his speech, and obviously as a football pundit and broadcaster, it's pretty unfortunate, isn't it? So but there you go. Yeah, you can see what's happened for our YouTube views on screen here. Is I did some amazing, clever animations, but it's decided to remove them. So yeah, that's why you can see everything all at once.
What this tool has done is remove all your PowerPoint skills.
Yep, effectively rendered me useless. Yeah, there we go.
Double slide it in the future.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. Your next question, then. Well done. If anyone got that right at home as well. Your next question then is making my job a lot harder. That right? Which brewery have got into a spot of bother over a socially irresponsible set of craft brews that mimicked 4 popular non-alcoholic drinks brands last January? So is it A, Brewdog, B, Tiny Rebel, or C, Northern Monk? Let's go Dave first this time.
So they've ripped off other non-alcoholic beers?
They have, yes.
Normally it's something stupid that Brewdog do stupid marketing things like that, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Northern Monk would. Or would they? Because they do some clever marketing.
Yeah, they've done things like, the Seabrook stuff, haven't they? And the Aunt Bessie's and all that. Although I think
it came around from April Fools, didn't it? Rather than
yeah, and they did it in collaboration, I think, with a lot of those brands. Whereas I think,
did they get any bother about it?
So, are we going to go with Dave? Which one got into trouble?
I haven't seen it, so I'm going to go with Brewdog.
Brewdog?
Yeah.
They do get himself in trouble, don't they, Brewdog? So they have been told off a few times things.
I'm just looking around at some of the can labels, and I think Tiny Rebel have previously been done for advertising, for under 18s.
Yes, they did do that.
With some of the labels because of the bear, spray paint bear. And I know they did. Oh, they did. Didn't they rip off Prime?
They ripped off.
Any drinks. Other drinks are available. Now we're on YouTube.
You bought that box, didn't you?
But that was. Previously I bought ones with Barocca and.
But you are really good.
They did one with Primed or Prime. It was a rip off of that. So it could be them. I'm going to go with them because that was at the time. That was all kids wanted. Didn't they? Kids didn't want
Fuss Club order, if you don't mind.
It's Fuss Club.
Kids didn't care about anything else other than the fact that they wanted to make people who've got loads of money on YouTube more money by buying the drink that was really, really bad for you. So I'm going to go with Tiny Rebel because they kind of mocked it. But I think they got in trouble by them for advertising to kids or under 18s.
So we've got Tiny Rebel and Dave's doing his Fuss Club, but we know he's locked in his...
We'll ask him what he's ordered after this.
Yes, we will. So let's have a look then. What was the answer? Well done, Andy. It was Tiny Rebel.
Yeah, Prime. Yeah.
There was you've got a couple there. You've got the Monster, you've got the Primed, and then that one that's like some sort of peanut butter.
It's a Huel, isn't it? Which is a protein replacement drink. Yeah, Huel. That's a Welsh spelling of it.
There was another as well, and it was, where is it? Tiny Fast Milkshake IPA as well. That was it, yeah. So like a Slim Fast rip-off sort of thing. Yeah, there you go. So well done. And there's a picture of him on there. Good stuff. So I tell you what, while Dave's finishing his fuss club or telling us what he's ordered, should we
on YouTube. You can't put an interlude in.
Are we cracking open his other beer?
Yeah, we might as well because I've drank this one.
I'll go and you can. What have you ordered, Dave? Tell us what you've ordered while I go and get my beer.
So far, I've ordered the Verdant and Beak.
You need to order that by all accounts.
Collab. Passing thoughts. Well, Pinson's had it on tap and in cans whilst I was in Newquay, and I said to him, "Save me a can." And guess what he didn't do?
Saved your can, but then drank it.
Exactly. That's what he did. And then Neon Raptor Severed Island Sour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pineapple Session Sour. Guava, Mandarin and Mango Sour. Freak Shake Sour. Blueberry Bakewell. Mango Sorbet. And Jammy Biscuit.
Wow.
So...
Have you hit your limit yet where they're going to deliver it?
I've hit my limit already just on this one order.
It's getting delivered whether he likes it or not.
Yeah.
On other beer-related news, and if you can still get hold of it, because I know it's quite sought after, and I'm not sure if it's on the Fuss Club. I had a beer on Friday night from Flock, and it's a collab with Finback from Brooklyn. I'm going to say that's probably the best beer I've had this year. It was that good. Overcurrent. Go check it out. If you can get hold of it, Trentham Craft Bar have got it coming on tap. I said, as soon as that hits the tap, let me know because I'm down with a bucket.
I'm down with the bucket. Right, done.
We'll have to look out for that one. I've got
Overcurrent from Flock. I'm not sure if it was on Dave's favourite collab website.
I've got my fog in my posh glass. I always put my posh.
You've never known fog like it till you've had this.
What was the beer you were looking for, Andy? Was it by
Flock.
No. They ain't got it.
No. But
so what they have got, whilst we're talking about it, is the Flock and Rivington Brewery. Or is it just Rivington Brewery? Oh, I thought Flock did that.
No, it is a collab.
Yeah, they've got that. They haven't got many Flock beers on. But yeah, there we go. Right, I'm done.
He's back in the room.
Am I going to have to put my special lights on to drink this beer? I'm going to have to put my special lights on to drink this beer. So I can see what I'm doing.
Maybe.
Because
I've never known fog like it.
Oh, God. I should have seen the fog this morning. Horrendous. Never seen fog like it.
Yeah, because Rivington Pike's got a reservoir nearby. And I think that's where it comes from, is the fog that comes from the reservoir. And yeah. So last year they did a double fog for their... Not last year. Was it last year? Where are we in the year now? Yeah, last year, 2022, they did a double fog dipper version of this, which was outstanding. Then this year, they did a double fog 2023, but they also did a little fog, which was a lower ABV beer. I think it's like 3%, which was really, really good. But you got all this flavour, but just at that dialed down a little bit. But at 5.2%, you can't get any more hops in this, I don't think.
Yes, there's a fair few in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just nice, really easy drinking, refreshing, a little bit lighter in body than the last one, isn't it? Which is quite nice when you've had quite a thick one like that. Yeah. You can't.
Yeah, that's the percentage dial down. Like, what is it? 6.8. The previous one. This is 5.2. So you're kind of 1.5% down. You kind of know that body, but you still get all that flavour from everything else that's going on.
I think it's nicer doing it that way around. I know that you tend to start lighter and have stronger, but sometimes if you start with a stronger one that's thicker, you kind of do. Yeah, you do, and then you want to kind of drop down to something that's a bit thinner in body, don't you? That's not quite as filling, or you know what I mean. But yeah,
Deja Brew, Jimmy, out on Instagram world, be a lover. He told me always start with a dipper. Wherever you go, always start, because then when you dial back, you can appreciate anything else. But always start with a dipper.
True. Yeah, good. This is nice. Are you ready for your next question?
Go for it.
Okay. So, by the way, the last question, the Tiny Rebel one, was a question sent to me by Jan at the Box Nouns. Big shout out to Jan at the Box Nouns. Thanks for that.
Whoa,
and
questions.
Yeah, and she sent me another one, and this is one as well. She basically keeps her eyes peeled for any news stories that we can turn into good questions. And yeah, this is another of those. So, Tesco customer. No, sorry. Sainsbury's customer. Sorry, Tesco's. Sainsbury's
That's
customer.
You've got Tesco in your head from you being robbed last week.
It is.
Still angry at that.
He just still doesn't know what they bought. That's his problem.
It'll be forever a mystery. Sainsbury's customer, Stuart Hardy in Stafford. Any relation, Dave?
No.
And I don't know him.
You sure, Dave? Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Does it depend what he's done? Does it depend what he's done, whether you know him or not? Anyway,
maybe, yeah.
Sainsbury's Sainsbury's customer, Stuart Hardy.
Sainsbury's Stuart. You're really struggling with your S's today, aren't you?
These aren't that strong, Dave. I don't know if he's been out pre-drinking. I don't know.
No. Anyway, no relation to Dave, we're establishing. He's managed to bag himself a cheeky deal at Sainsbury's after he noticed a glitch with the pricing on the self-checkout. He managed to spend £324 on cans of Peroni, when actually the real price should have been £594 for what he bought. Ooh. Now, my question is an estimation question. Yeah, I was going to send Martin Brewis for that. Yeah, he should come on the show. But it was down to a glitch. So how many cans of Peroni did he manage to get for £324? Bearing in mind, it should have actually cost £594. So how many cans of Peroni? Might want to do some workings out here.
Well, how much is it? What kind of Peroni now? Like, in a minute. So yeah, right. Went out and forgot to say this right my weekend. We went to a friend's. Went out for a night on Saturday for a few drinks. That's why I was got a bit of a headache Sunday morning. It's too many beers. Went to a bar that no longer does any keg beers. Wow. They decided the kegs are too far away to maintain. So it's turned into a bottle bar. Bottle of Budweiser, £4.50.
Oh, that's not good. How are they going to?
I goes, good luck to you, mate. and he got a deal. 4 bottles, 12 quid.
For God's sake.
Yeah.
That's not the way.
The bar, but the beer, I was just like, I even went back to the table. Sam goes, the cocktails were pretty decent, to be fair. I'll give him that. So we had 2 cocktails for 14 quid. Sam had espresso martini. She said, actually, it's really good. And I was like, that might balance it out a little bit because the selection, like beer, is terrible. So, yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go bottle or cans only, at least just buy something that's a reasonable.
I said he's raided Costco, got what they've got, and just put it in the fridges and selling what he's selling. But that's the starting price. I think he'd got bottles of Blue Moon and Erdinger, and they were £5 a bottle for the like.
But they're bigger bottles as well.
A little bit bigger bottles, but I'm just saying £4.50 for Budweiser. The guy came to the bar, he was like, "Can I have a pint of lager, please?" And he's like, "Well, we haven't got pints, we only got bottles." And he's like, "Oh, I'll have a bottle then." He was like, £4.50. He goes, "That's a bit dear, mate."
Are we talking? Are we talking a 330ml bottle as well?
330ml bottle.
So right, he's got to me right because when you say that the Erdinger and the Blue Moon were more like £5 or whatever,
they were £5 and £5.50.
I think he's just got it. He's just got his pricing completely wrong there, hasn't he? Really, like don't sell the Budweiser at all, and then you'll be all right. You know, because people then buy a decent beer for a more reasonable price.
Yeah, that's what I was just like. Good luck to you. That's just it's basically hospitality suicide. I think that's what he's committing. So yeah. So I'm back to your question. I was thinking, how much is a can of Peroni? But then I'm like, hang on a minute. I was just seeing blokes buying Budweiser for £4.50. So that's not comparable, is it?
No, but bearing in mind you can get, your packs, can't you, and stuff.
Stuff from supermarkets, yeah.
Mm. So yeah, how many cans do you reckon he got for that £324? Bearing in mind it should have been £594. He got a rate discount there, accidental discount.
£594. What is it? It depends if they're like 4 packs for like £5. That's a lot, isn't it? 4 times 400. What's that? 400 beers. If it was £5.40, I'm saying for 4.
I don't know how you do think. When I ever buy like bulk packs of anything, particularly with beer, I always try and think, right, how much is that per beer? Like per can, or yeah. I try and work it out in my head a little bit.
Same way I buy washing up liquid. That is.
Can't drink washing up liquid.
Or bog roll, price per roll.
Yeah.
Always look at that value.
Price per wipe.
Yeah. Price per shite. That's where I think of bog roll. I know Sam uses like pom-poms, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to work out that way. Dave's got his calculation face on. I can see he's working out. He's like, I can see the abacus.
I've seen the post and I've read it, and it's annoying there.
Oh,
and I didn't pay more attention to this.
No, because he spent his time checking record books and family trees to find out if they were related,
and also where this Sainsbury's was, so he could get there and buy it.
And you know what the funny thing is I've read this and I didn't even realise his last name's Hardy because I just saw the picture and saw the price how much he paid and went, good lad, and that was literally it. That's all I did.
You know what? And I think he's got his own, because the picture, it looks like it's in his own bar as well, doesn't it? So I think he's actually a home bar / pub shed owner as well. Which I'll show you in a second.
I need to work out something very quickly.
Go on. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to get my countdown clock on for this one. Don't I? I don't know if I've got it.
I'm going to give you a number, Dave, and then you can go higher or lower.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 150 beers.
You think you got 150 cans?
Yeah.
I'm going to go higher or lower, Dave, then?
$150. 10. I'm going to go higher.
Where are you going to go?
180.
180, okay. 150, 180.
Yeah.
He's gone for it. Right. Okay. The answer then is... this is pretty impressive, to be fair. 540.
What?
There he is. Stuart Hardy.
Oh, what a guy.
No, it was Sainsbury's. I must have written it down wrong. It was Sainsbury's. Sorry, everyone. It starts Tesco's. It ended Sainsbury's, if you can see. Maybe that's why. That's why I got them so cheap. Bought from Sainsbury's, went to Tesco's.
The problem is he's kicking himself because he bought that Star of Prawn at the same time and he really shouldn't have.
Why has he got that in his hand?
I think he'd already put that through the till and paid for it, then put a kind of box of Peroni through and got it, so went back in and bought everything they'd got.
540.
Even at £594 for 540 cans, that's quite cheap.
That's a steal.
Do you not think?
It is.
What's a normal?
Dated October the 10th.
Are they not a 10 packs?
Yeah.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Let's get on Tesco's and have a quick look. No, it's not Sainsbury's, but we'll have a quick look.
So he's got 54 10-packs of beers.
So it's what's that? We're talking like 50p a can or less than 50p? More than just over 50p a can, you reckon?
Well, if you go on Tesco's, normal price for a 10-pack is $12.99, but Club Card price £11.
But he was at Sainsbury's, so he has Nectar discount. So maybe Nectar had a bonus weekend of other cards and supermarkets are available.
So it was a glitch at the self checkout. Apparently, he noticed, so he just went mad. He kept going back in, getting more, unless he just had the biggest trolley ever.
Imagine that other bloke's Monza card.
Yeah, imagine that. But I think he's in his own bar.
Halifax is going, somebody's using my Monza card here.
So yeah, I think that's in his own bar. If you look at the picture, though, you can.
Yeah, get in touch. Stuart Hardy of the other Hardy Arms with loads of Peroni.
Let's find him. Let's see if we can find him on Instagram.
I bet you can find him on Humble Pub Sheds bragging about it.
Probably can, yeah.
Not so humble.
Now, though, we're going to play this game. What's that pub shed sound? Now, Andy, you did incredible last week. People were messaging me going, I know it. And then they went, oh, Andy's just got it. Like a few seconds later, they were like listening or watching it live or whatever. And they were like, oh, Andy's got it already. Because I thought last week's were hard. And it was the... it was taking the sparkler cap off the Pints 365. But what I'm going to do now then is we're going to play this week's Pub Shed sound. So all you have to do is listen to this, and I can tell you this week's Pub Shed sound has been provided by Judge Pat of the Patriot Lockdown Bar. So yeah, the Patriot Lockdown Bar providing this week's sound. Are you ready? Here we go. What is this Pub Shed sound?
Sounds like Pat going for a wee.
There you go. That was the Pub Shed sound.
You put the cap on at the end. I don't think Dave heard that because I did say something. So whatever he opened.
What else did? There was a bit of glugging. There was a lot of glugging in there, wasn't there? Yeah, a lot of glugging. Do you want to have a listen again? Here we go.
Yeah, go on then.
Sounds like a lot of liquid, doesn't it?
Sounds like he's emptying like a bottle of Coke or a bottle of tonic into something, doesn't it?
Mm.
Like
unless it's just a standard measure for Nicky at the Patriot Lockdown Bar.
What they call lead hand, isn't it?
Yeah. So, any guesses for that one?
That's what I think. Something like bottle. It's like a mixer or something, adding tonic to gin or something, where he's kind of opening it, glugging it all in.
It sounds like it's a glass. It's like obviously it's a screw bottle, but it sounds like a glass screw bottle. So I was going to say a bottle of wine or something.
As well as guessing obviously you've got to guess what's happening. So you've got to guess the sound, but obviously the sound, there's a couple of sounds in there in particular, isn't there? There's different sounds in it, but what's taking place there in that clip?
I think he's pouring a glass of wine.
You think he's pouring a glass of wine? Okay.
Yeah, because he's unscrewing it, pouring.
Yeah.
And then he screws it on, but it sounds like a metal lid against glass.
It sounds like a quite a long, a big glass of wine, though. I would say.
Well, yeah, that's a large pour of wine, isn't it?
Large glass. I think he's probably making a rum and coke or gin and tonic or whiskey and lemon. Do you know what I mean? Like a a spirit and a mixer in one hit.
Let's have one more listen. I can tell you that nobody's right. So we'll play it again and then we'll roll it over to the listeners. It's just quite a long pour, isn't it? That's the thing.
Is he refilling like a bottle of spirits?
No, not close enough. Not close enough. We'll roll it over to the listeners. We'll roll it over. There you go.
Washing a bottle?
No, we're rolling it over. We're rolling it over. Before we get Sheddie Mercury out, time for the big question from last week. Now, the big question then last week referred to TV remotes. So we're going to have a bit of a chat now about TV remotes, okay? So first off then, when it comes to TV remotes, where do you keep your TV remote? Because this is something I've been considering recently. I've been thinking, I've got so many remotes, I wish I had somewhere better to store them. At the minute, they kind of just get chucked about everywhere. You've got a little basket, a little pouch, very clever.
I just chuck that in the cupboard, and then when I need it, I just pull the basket out. It's got all the remotes in it.
Dave, what do you do your TV remotes? Have you got many?
One TV remote, one remote for this light, one remote for the little like fairy lights, and then one remote that I'm now replacing some other lights with, but they all do the same ones. But they're basically tucked behind the back of the bar, like where Andy's got like his little undercounter. I've got one as well. They're shoved down there in the ashtray. Yeah, like they're hidden away, where nobody else can touch them. Yeah, where nobody else can touch them.
Yeah, you've got to keep them hidden away because people just piss around with
They
them.
fuck about with lights, don't they? They're like, oh, look, these can do that. And I'm like, fuck off.
I've seen people with Velcro on the back of them and just stick them on the wall next to the TV.
What are they for?
I have an issue with the number of remotes that I need in this.
Is that grey one for your mum's house? Is she looking for the remote?
That's it. You know when you don't know where the remote is and you never find it. I'm that person who goes around people's houses and just takes.
Have you had that one on the right, the big one? Is that from Heist Brewery? Have you had that for their projector? They've not been able to show any of the rugby. So you've had the bloody remote.
I've got one for this TV that you're on now, so my monitor, because it's a TV monitor. I've got one for the projector, right? That's above me. I've got that for this is the most unused TV remote in this place because it's for
Dixon's.
It's for the free sat box, and I have that because I'm scared at World Cups of getting behind. So I want to keep. So I use the free sat to watch the England games, so that we're up to speed.
Oh, you don't watch it on iPlayer or any on-demand service because you want to be on the ball so you don't miss anything.
Only during World Cups.
You can hear the people cheering from the pub next door, and you're behind. Yeah,
exactly. That's very rarely used, right? Then we've got the Fire Stick remote. Everyone's got a Fire Stick remote, haven't they? You know.
I haven't got a Fire Stick remote.
I ain't got a Fire Stick.
I've got a Chromecast.
Chromecast, very nice. Yeah.
That is all the remotes I have. Right there.
I wish I was like you. And this massive one's for the outside TV, which is now a permanent outside TV.
Ooh, outside TV, Dave.
Covered up. Right.
Someone's doing well for themselves.
Woo!
I just got me
at Aaron Foods, Dave. You can afford outside TVs.
I got me grand's old one. No, I got me grand's old one because she can't.
Remote? And she got the telly still.
I got her old TV because she couldn't see it anymore. It was too small, so she had to have like a massive one. So, which is good because when she's gone, I get the massive one then. So I'm joking.
Jesus. Now get get this OLED 4K 5 grand 85 inch TV, man. You tell you what, it'll burn your retinas out. But tell you what, you'll be able to see Coronation Street in full HD. When you crog it, make sure you send it to me.
Surround sound. When she's watching Coro, Betty can have pop.
There's 5 there.
Get this Dolby Atmos soundbar. Go with it. It'll be lovely. It'll look lovely in your bungalow.
5 there, and that doesn't include the remotes for the lights. They're somewhere else.
Oh, you got those really crappy, like flat.
Yeah, they don't work.
With like all different coloured buttons on, but you only use white.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. That's what I've got. Everything's just on white.
Brilliant.
So yeah, what a waste. But anyway, so I want somewhere to put my remote. So I was trying to find out what people do with it. Most people pretty much they haven't really got anywhere in particular for them, like you have.
I don't think anybody has as many remotes as you do.
And come on, I'm challenging you. Has anybody got more? I'm going to say
how many remotes have you got with all your lights? You must only have like 3 max.
I've got 7. I'll say I've got 7 remotes in here. Well, 5 for those that I've just shown you, then 2 for the potential lights in here. And I had one for the soundbar, but that broke, so I had 8.
Right. Look, lights.
LED lights, tally. 4.
That's it.
Can anyone else?
I've got 3 different styles of lights, so I have to have one for there. Look, I can make it.
To be fair, I don't need remotes for my lights because my light strips are Hue light strips, so I can control them with my phone.
Can anyone else?
I mean, all I do is play one channel. This. I don't even need that, and it turns itself on.
Yeah. Alien audio broadcast.
Like this now. I've got like.
That's a challenge now. Can anyone get more than 7? That's the challenge now for people. 7.
That's a lot of.
Can I just say?
8.
The size of your bar, and you've got 7 remotes.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? I need somewhere to keep them. Now, most people said behind or on top of the bar or at the end of the bars where they keep theirs. Someone said they've got like a little stand made for theirs, like a little separate stand. Someone else has mentioned they've got a little box like yourself, Andy.
People like these, these bar top, like what you keep, like straws and things in.
Yeah.
People with the remotes just in those.
Someone commented that they keep theirs in one of the cubby holes of the wine rack. Now, I'm not posh enough to have a wine rack, but that's not a bad idea.
Who is posh enough to have a wine rack?
There we go. So that's a lot of people. That wasn't the main question. Oh, someone said they like to. Someone left a comment. It was anonymous that they like to keep their remote in their bra. But I think it was me. Judge Pat, you reckon? Or was it you?
Yeah.
Was it you, Dave? Yeah.
No, Dave said he's behind the bar. I think it's Judge Pat because he can't keep him anywhere else where he's walking around with just manhood out, can he? So.
My next question then, so linking back to TV remotes, which I did ask everybody, was who is the boss of the TV remote in your household? Now we're talking, is it the we're using pub shed terminology? Is it the landlord? Is it landlady? Or is it the kids? First of all, what do you think people said? Who's the boss of the TV remote in their homes?
Landlord.
Andy, you pointing at yourself. Think that's the answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to tell H all about the different lights. I tried to tell H all about the different modes. I'm like, this does this one. She was like, I don't really care, Dave. She was like, because I only really go in the bar when you're in it. So,
yeah. It's good because our TV remote in the living room's got a button on it that says Netflix. So usually Santa goes, boom. What's that?
Right. When we were younger, we had a.
Do you have a TV where you had to press the button on the TV and you didn't have a remote?
No. Well,
I had one of them. When I was really little, me and my brother, we had one of those TVs where you push the button on the TV. And obviously, you'd only got 4 channels. But the thing is, he would turn it over knowing that I would have to then get back up and turn it back over. And at the point to get up to turn it over, he'd say, "Get me a cup of tea while you're up."
Before before Sky Multiroom and all that sort of technology, my dad wired up the house so that the Sky box downstairs also splits the signal to go up to an upstairs TV in the upstairs in one of the upstairs bedrooms, right? Yep. But in order to change the channel, you either had to run downstairs to change the channel on the box downstairs, or what my dad bought was this clever remote system that you plug one in downstairs and you plug one in upstairs. You pointed the remote of this thing upstairs and then it sent the signal downstairs so you could change the channel.
Repeater, yeah.
Exactly. Problem with this, right, was my uncle lived across the road and he had the exact same thing set up. So I remember my uncle telling me, "You know what? Bloody hell. I hate living across the road from your dad. I'm upstairs watching Babe Station. Next thing, TV turns over to Sky News." So my dad was changing it to Sky News. Like, at least I live with me, it was sensible.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's good cover from your uncle, because obviously he was watching Sky News and he was his dad watching Babe Station, but you didn't know that.
That's probably what it were, yeah. Unless it was me watching Babe Station, I've just told you all. No, but anyway.
Right there. Remember them old Sky, when the original Sky boxes came out, though, you had to use that little white disc on the back to like tune the bloody thing. Oh, awful. The kids today, they don't realise, like, one button Netflix. Like, I haven't got a clue about.
No.
I've gone through 4 channels. There's only bloody nonsense on. Right, go outside till it's really dark.
So from that, then you both said landlord. You're both correct. But what's the what percentage of people said that the landlord is the boss of the TV remote in their household? Go on, then. Your guesses. Dave, do you want to have the first guess?
80%.
80%.
Going higher than that. 90%.
90%. 8%. 90%. Getting a bit of echo.
No.
Getting a bit of echo.
No, I'm not.
Echo.
Oh, I am this time. Never mind.
You're echoing.
I'll talk quieter. So the answer here, 63%.
Ooh.
Dave.
Yeah.
Giving you the point there, Dave. Okay. So, next question then. We're moving on from that now because it's time for...
He's back.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
Deos.
There we go. So, yeah, Sheddie Mercury time. All you need to do is guess the song title and artist. Today's song request theme is fairground theme songs. So people have been sending their fairground theme songs in. You just need to guess what this particular song is. I don't think it's an easy one this week, so good luck to you. There you go.
No idea.
I haven't got a clue.
Dave's got it.
I'll play it one more time. Have you got it, Dave?
Dave's
Yeah.
got it.
Straight up.
Go on then, Dave.
Simply Red Fairground.
Oh, who'd have known Dave were a big Simply Red fan?
Well, I'll tell you a story now.
Oh, he's got a story. Go on then, Dave.
When I was a youth, I had that single on tape and absolutely loved it.
He loved the thoughts coming home to you.
Yep.
Even
Mick
if he didn't know
Hucknall,
he could make it.
me and Mick Hucknall, we were good mates when I was a
You
youth.
see Mick Hucknall these days, bless him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big Man United fan,
He
unfortunately.
is massive Man United fan.
That's what. So, yeah, straight up, Simply Red.
There we go. Nice
That was
one.
actually quite easy, really, if you knew the song.
I knew the song and I didn't think it was easy, but then when playing it back to you two, I thought, I do pick it up. I can pick it up now. God, I'm burping away now. 2 beers, too many. When you're podcasting, it's too many. Too many.
Too many big hops.
Don't know how you're two do it when you're having 4.
Trained professionals.
That's it. Right.
We might be back at some point. We never know.
Well, yeah, there might be other things coming up and all yet.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
There we go. Martin Brewis, money-saving beer expert. Who's got something for us? Anyone?
I've got one. It's not a money-saving tip. It's just straight out the bat. Tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Are we talking?
Wednesday. Advent calendars on Fuss Club.
Right. Okay.
Beyond the time as Friday. Wednesday at 5 p.m. they go on sale. They'll probably be gone by Friday, but them is where it's at.
Are you getting one this year?
I'll be getting the Armageddon 150 quid.
Oof.
Job. I think they start at 100. They start at 100 quid for the tiny Rebel, the tiny, whatever it is, tiny tin. They do a Dank Santa, which is the one I had last year, which was 120 quid. They do lumps of coal, which is the stouts version, 130 quid, and then they do the Fussmageddon, 150 quid. That's all I got.
That leads you on to my Martin Brewis one, because just before we came on, I did ask a question of advent calendars and what they get. And I looked at the Fuss Club one earlier, and I buy so much beer off Fuss Club, and I still think if I buy a Fuss Club beer calendar, I'm still gonna order Fuss Club beers or beers from Fuss Club.
Yeah, it's the trick. Because I know there was a few beers in my calendar last year that they put on their store a few weeks before Christmas that people could then get, because obviously it comes through. So
yeah, and I was looking at other like breweries that I've not had. So I've done Beowulf, I've done Brewdog, I've done last year was Beavertown, and this year that came through, there's a good offer on that I found. Is it North Brewing?
North Brewco.
Yeah, North Brewco, okay? So North Brewco I brought their one out, North Brewing. It's $89.99. But if you have never ordered off their Jimbo's going for a piss. He's struggling.
2 beers in.
So yeah, it's $89.99. But if you've never ordered off their website before, you sign up and get 30% discount off your first order. And it does work on the advent calendar because I've tried it. I went all the way to checkout, put in the discount code, and it works.
What's that take it down to? Do you remember?
Is it something like 60 quid?
60 quid? Bargain. How many beers in that?
24, and they do
beers.
440ml cans as well, don't they?
Yeah.
So I thought, you're going to get a mixture of, 62.99 with free delivery. So I am kind of tempted
Tempted.
to that one because I don't really drink a lot of North Brewing beers, and I thought
That's what I was saying this to somebody about it. It's like North Brew Co. is like for us here in the Midlands, let's say, it they kind of go under the radar a little bit because you kind of only find them in supermarkets and not a lot of bottle shops stock them. And I know the craft bar said this is what they said. They said they don't really have them because in terms of price comparison, it's quite expensive.
Yeah, I am quite tempted by it. So because
62 quid for 24 beers is an absolute steal, I think.
Yeah, and the one thing I like about it as well is I ruin beer advent calendars because a lot of websites press like you can do the click here and you'll find out what's in it, and I always do that, and then I ruin it for myself. Where North Brewing, not even on there, so you don't even know what's in there.
Don't want to know. Don't want to know what's in it.
And I think it looks quite smart. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like a nice.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Christmas.
Yeah. So I am debating on that one this year. So, but it was either that or there's one at Costco. Costco are doing a box of 24 beers, ranging from Tiny Rebels. They've got Siren beer in there, a couple of Brew Dogs, and just other general Dew Bells and stuff. Things that you can pick up off the supermarket.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bet you that's only going to be something like 25, 30 quid. I bet it's not going to be a lot.
I have to see if Aaron's Food are doing one.
Aaron's Food do one every day. You don't know what's in the shop. I can advent calendar opening the door to go in Aaron's Food.
If I just do 2 Fuzz Club boxes in one every 2 weeks, then I'm all good for 4 weeks then for 24 beers. But I'll see. I think it'll be. Do you know what? I think because of my Martin Brewis tip, I might just have to buy that one.
Do it.
Well, thank you for your Martin Brewises, and thanks for filling in while I ran to the toilet. On my route back, I had a bit of an incident.
Have you pissed yourself?
I fell down a rabbit hole, right? Fell down a rabbit hole. Let me just explain. You remember I told you a few weeks ago the rabbits had dug a hole?
Yeah.
They'd burrowed, right? Well, we had a bit of rain recently, and what happened is I obviously didn't fill that hole well enough in. So the bit that's gone underneath and that is like underneath the ground, so there's no hole, but it's underneath the ground. It's kind of got a bit loose recently, and I forgot when I ran to the toilet, and I've just stood straight on it and just fell down this rabbit hole, and my foot stinks now because it's got all that horrible mud on it. And so yeah, I just fell down a rabbit hole. So thank you for filling in while I was climbing out of it. Cheers for that.
Cheers.
Yeah, that was your Martin Brewis. There we go. Now, though, it's time for... What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box?
Lost
What's in
Dave.
Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box?
Hi guys, Jan here from the Boxing Hounds, and I've brought along my famous box. Can you guess what's inside it this week? 20 questions, and I can only answer yes or no.
There you go, Jan's box time. Yeah, we've not played it for a couple of weeks, so it's time to play What's in Jan's box. 20 questions. You just got to try and work it out. And by the way, the website version on our website, alenaudio.co.uk, alenaudio.co.uk. Nobody's guessed it right yet. Still no correct answers. Very, very difficult. So try the website version.
I'll have a go.
Have a go. You're the pros. You've done it more than anyone else.
I think it's Kev's Wood.
Don't make me give you a wrong answer. I'll give you a wrong answer.
Starting again from now.
Yeah, start from now. What are you going with?
Is it made of wood?
Is it made of wood?
No.
No.
Oh.
We're praying this is like accusing Andros of Guess the Fest, Dave. At one point, there'll be something in there that's made of wood.
And we'll get it straight off. Is it made of wood? Yeah, bar.
Shed.
Shed.
So it could be made of wood. Is it made of metal?
Yes.
Yes, made of metal. I would imagine. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
here we fucking go.
Yes, made of metal. Yeah, I'm going to stick with made of metal. Sticking with it.
Pisses me off, this dark lad does.
No, I'm sticking with made of metal.
People can now see what sort of state that we have to deal with here, Dave. It's unbelievable.
Do you know what? The working conditions of this place is not great, is it?
Yeah. It's like a Temu shop.
It is. Is it in the... Do you use it to serve drinks?
No.
No. 3 questions down. Don't forget, in Jan's box could be anything pub, shed, home bar, garden related, generally.
Sorry, garden related.
You know,
pub,
when
shed.
we started this, it was just pub shed, and now we've ventured outside into the garden.
It's
Don't
all about
forget when Jan went on holiday, it was caravan based. Remember?
Yeah. There's just no consistency in the job.
Does it make a sound?
No.
Not really, I don't think.
Does it need electric?
Oh.
Or battery power? Power.
That could be
no.
I've said no, but I think it depends on the type you've got. I think. You was going to ask a good question a bit ago, but Andy, you was going to ask a good question and you didn't ask it officially.
What was the question I was going to ask that I didn't ask it?
Can't say it now. I was explaining what Jan's box could be, what it could be, and then you started having a rant about it being anything.
Yeah,
and
be anything. Caravan, I said.
So
is it Jan's caravan?
And it can be anything of any size in Jan's box. We know that. Not that that's a clue today. I'm just saying it can be. So what do we know? Something metal. That's about it, isn't it? Doesn't generally. Oh, and it could.
Powered.
No, well, yeah. I think some can be, but generally not. I would say. Not a proper one.
Can you hold it in one hand?
No. Possibly, but probably not. I don't think.
It could be electric powered as well, because you said it depends on what you.
Like I say, it could be, but I think traditionally, and a proper one probably wouldn't be because it's
No, we don't. Tell us.
Keep thinking about the usage.
Okay, fall asleep.
I beg your pardon. There's an elephant in there.
That was my best Nelly the elephant impression. Can't hold it in one hand.
Not really.
Not always powered by electric.
But it could be.
I don't know how big they are, but I reckon you could probably like pick one up by one hand like that and sort of like balance it on your palm, maybe. If that helps.
Oh, fuck.
Does it? Fuck out?
I don't know why you do that, but
especially with this pose.
Ooh, that's like you carry the tray of drinks. Really? How that?
Ask about the usage, what you might use it for, or
you can't use it. It's not used in the serving of drinks. We know that much.
Exactly. So keep on going.
Is it used for the entertainment of?
No.
Oh, well,
No.
fuck you.
I mean,
Oh.
no.
Does it hold something?
Yes.
In a certain way, yes, it kind of does. Yes.
It holds something in a certain way.
Yeah. Let's say something has to go into it.
Kev's wood.
You do put something in. Let's give you a clue. You put something into it. It's made of metal. It's not powered by electric generally, but there might be electric versions of it.
Oh, hello.
Is it a wine cooler? Beer cooler?
No.
No, you're not even close. I think you thought you were going to be close then, didn't you? But I just lost. I lost my place on the soundboard. That's all. And sorry for the for the accidental
Could be
suspense.
electric versions of it.
You're on 10, by the way.
Is it powered by gas?
Ooh. Possibly, but again, there might be some variations that are. But I'm going to say no.
No.
I think Andy's got a good line of questioning to follow up here. I think he's just waiting for Dave to ask something.
Let Andy go next.
What are you going to say, Andy?
Is it powered by fire or wood fire?
Yes.
Well, is that a log burner?
No.
No.
It's good effort. It could be, because it could be electric.
Mm.
Do you cook food on this thing?
Yes.
Yes, that's 14.
Is it a barbecue?
Oh.
No.
No.
Is it a fire pit?
No.
No, you're on 16. You're on 16.
So close, I think. We're so close, Dave. We're so
Pizza
close.
oven.
Is it a what?
Pizza oven.
What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box?
This week in Jan Box's box, it was a garden pizza oven.
Hey, there you go, pizza oven. Have you got one, Andy?
Yeah,
And is it powered by fire?
gas and fire.
Gas and fire. See, and can you get electric ones?
Don't think you can, though.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you might be able to.
I don't think technically
Well,
you
you know
could.
what I thought they didn't you?
I know people who have barbecues on a George Foreman grill.
Ninja.
Unfriend them.
No, the other ones are out there, but Ninja do an outdoor grill that is supposed to be as good as a barbecue. I've never used one, never seen one, but I know somebody's got one and said it's really good. I've got a massive big Weber barbecue, gas-fired barbecue, and people frown at me for having a gas-fired barbecue, but when the weather's shit, you fire it up, you cook your shit, you eat it, you knock it off, done.
Always
Exactly.
can.
It's easy, isn't it? Easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Well done. Well, if I got that right before Andy and Dave as well. I thought it was quite a toughie. Took it to like 17, 18 questions today, but they got there in the end.
There was at least 12 questions, Dave. We got that. Yeah.
Right. Time for Pub Shed of the Week, Home Bar of the Week. Okay. So
You've
this
been busy
time,
doing your colouring in, ain't you, this week?
what's this? Sorry.
You've been busy doing some colouring in this week, ain't you?
I've done some graphics for the old YouTube, haven't I?
Who's done them for you?
I've done my best. That's AI, actually. Artificial
Is that why you have the
intelligence.
little door on the front.
I asked for a little pub shed bar, and that's
you
what
got
I
a
got.
little door on the pub shed. Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what I got. So anyway, this week's home bar of the week is the _ Spencer _ Arms, the Spencer Arms. Okay, and I did get some answers back just while we were recording, so that's really good. So I did speak to them, got in touch with them. Their home bar name, pub shed name, comes from their surname, Spencer. Nice and simple. His name's Lee, but he wants to, but likes to be called Spino, and his wife's Jane. So it's Spino and Jane, or the landlord and landlady. He said it's been a dream of his when he met Jane, and she moved in with him to have a home bar. So they decided to get on with it, and they built a home bar. They've had lots of visitors, and they've done music events in there as well because he's a musician. I have seen this. They did a Glastonbury. They did their own like Glastonbury in their garden, which looked really, really good if you look at the pictures. So that's really cool. So any excuse for a party, basically, is what he says. They don't have any pub shed pets. I asked about favourite features. It said the barrel bar, made from an old whiskey barrel with a scaffold plank, curved top. And you'll see this on the picture. I put it on the screen. So for anyone on YouTube, you can have a look. They've got this like curved bar, which looks absolutely amazing. And then above it, they've even got like on the sort of one of the beams that goes across the top of the home bar, the pub shed inside. It's like a cabin. It's a bit like the Glory Old Garden pub type cabin that they've got. They've got this like writing the barrel bar above it as well, which looks really, really good. And they got themselves set up in 2022, I think it was. But yeah, they've also got a handmade lighthouse in there as well that the friend made for him, apparently. So there you go. That's the Spencer, _ Spencer _ Arms. What do you reckon to that one then?
And if you're on YouTube, he's got a YouTube channel doing beer reviews. So check them out.
They do have a YouTube channel, yeah. I've got it on the screen, actually. So the Spencer Arms 2022 is what you want to have a look for. They do beer reviews on there. You can see he had a bit of an Oktoberfest weekend last weekend as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, it's a funny one, though, this account is, because earlier in the year, in fact, it was January, I requested to follow them because there used to be a private account. And I got a message back, fair play to them, and it just says, "Hi Dave, thanks for the follow request. They decided at first that the page was purely just for friends and family to share the pictures and the evenings that they've had with the friends and family." And then it was about June time that they opened up and we thought, actually, he's gonna do it be a pub shed account that we all can follow. So yeah, there you go, little bit of a background story from there. That they've been around on Instagram for a while, but as a private account.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember you saying that. I can't, I remember you saying it at the time. I can't remember it being the Spencer Arms in particular, but yeah, I do remember you saying there was one that you'd found, and yeah. But I'm glad they joined us. Welcome to the Pub Shed Home Bar Beer Lover Instagram community. And
he was also at the Radio 2 weekend in Leicester. A couple of weekends ago.
Where are they? Do you know?
Yeah, I was trying to work this out. Not 100% sure where they're based, but are they? I mean, I suppose if they could have come from anywhere to go to the Leicester big weekend, couldn't they? So
yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me find out. They are potentially Stratford-upon-Avon.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
I think they've done one tag called Home Sweet Home on a picture. And obviously you press that and then it'll take you to where that tag is, isn't it? So
there we go. So
potentially Stratford-upon-Avon. But we could be
there
wrong.
We go. Well, for the YouTube viewers, we put some nice little pictures up on our screen. Give them a follow. Like I say, it's a great looking place. I know they've got the Pints 365 pump in there as well. I've seen that. I love the curved bar. I think that just looks brilliant. That's, I think, my favourite feature. And they've picked it out as their favourite feature as well. But it's very unique, that. I do love that sort of curved bar. You know, you don't, not at all. Yeah, not in pub sheds. So I really, really do like that. It's a great looking place, and it looks like they're making the most of it. Really like how they had their own little sort of like Glastonbury festival thing in there as well. That's really cool. So yeah, welcome to the Pubshed community. Glad you've decided to they've decided to make their account public so that everyone can follow. Give them a follow. _Spencer_Arms, and yeah, they've got a YouTube channel as well. So there we go.
Actually, they might be localish.
To yourself.
Says Leicester Races on one of them. So
because I've just gone through my messages because I know I've messaged her the odd time where
Yeah.
You know, we shared a thumbs up kind of thing, and obviously I did a couple of posts, only a few posts about the shiny tap takeover at Pinton's. Not if you even remember this, and you put I would have come if I didn't have a gig.
Oh, so they might be more local then to yourself.
There
Might be
could be
the
more
Leicestershire
local.
area. Yeah, see? Another bar you
Wow.
can get to. Add it to your bar crawl list. Hardy Arms.
Well, come on, Spencer's Arms. We'll take the Hardy Arms on tour.
all the arms together.
Yeah.
There we go.
So there you go. Could be.
Could be.
Answers on a postcard. Guess where they're from.
So, what are we all up to at the weekend?
Going to see the mighty Leicester beat the mighty Potters.
Mighty, yes, indeed. I will not be watching that. I will be doing something else. I am going away in the van for a couple of days to Warwick Racecourse of all places because Sam's playing hockey down that way. So we're just trying somewhere new.
Very good. Do you think you'll land on a nearby brewery again, like you did when you went to?
I won't land on the brewery, but I'm pretty sure there's probably a good beer, a tap
room
pub or something nearby. There won't be a tap room, but I'm pretty sure there's a decent craft bar nearby.
And if not,
I usually sniff them out. So
if not, you got the Spitfire bar, but they're not too far away. They're
That's
that kind of area.
Yeah.
There you go.
send me your address, I'll come and invade.
Good stuff. Dave, what you up to?
Friday will be the normal Friday 4 with the 4 crew. We've got like a little 4 o'clock crew now, the early door crew to go to the pub. Other than that, yeah, football Saturday. And then nothing really Sunday. Chilling weekend. Yeah, probably just me and Ava should have a pub shed night Saturday night when Ava goes to bed. Come down here and have a few beers, watch some music, listen to some music, but also watch it because we put it on YouTube. So
very good. I didn't ask last time, but is there any on the horizon? A Dick and Ed maybe on the horizon as a return?
There's always something in the far distance, but who knows?
Nothing to confirm just yet.
No, I've got an idea, but
he's got an idea, and we'll execute the said idea.
Find somewhere to squidge one in.
There we go. Nothing for me other than another miserable weekend at Hillsborough. Probably.
It's not going to be miserable.
I'm a wedding on Friday, so I can't
frown upside down.
I can't even get sloshed at the wedding because I'm working day after to go and watch him lose. So yeah, miserable. Sorry.
You could be sick in the owl costume, can't you?
And I've not even got these beers to look forward to at the weekend anymore because we've drank them both tonight. So, but thank you for those, Andy, because they were very tasty. Really enjoyed them. That fog, lovely. And but I've got to say that first one, what a belter that is! What a belter that is!
Both amazing beers, to be fair.
They need to do that again.
I've got a few left, so I'm fine.
There we go. What number are we having, Andy?
He's
consulting his notes.
I like how he makes note of it.
The 6, don't forget. You want 3 this time. Here we go.
It's the shit be a fact of the week. It's the shit be a fact of the week. It's the shit be a fact of the week. It's the shit be a fact of the week. And it's brought to you by Dave.
I've got another Oktoberfest one for you. So at the Oktoberfest in Munich, you can't drink or start drinking until the mayor opens the first keg. Bye.
Cheers. See you next week.
Bye.